Welcome to the Phoenix Prosperity Podcast, where wealth meets legacy. Join your host, Tim Fergestad, as we explore the journeys of Phoenix's finest to success and beyond.
Hello, this is Tim Fergestad. Thank you for joining us. I'm very pleased to have Alex Oraibi with me here today. Alex is a dynamic technologist with a unique interdisciplinary background, holding a bachelor's of science in pharmacy and a master's in computer science, allowing him to bridge healthcare and technology. This culminated in the creation of Aesculapius. He just told me and I messed it up. Aesculapius. What is it?
Aesculapius.
Aesculapius Systems, an advanced AI-driven healthcare platform that supports medical professionals in diagnostics, treatment plans, and prescription management. Alex is also a visionary behind Future Trading Pro, a company focused on leveraging AI and machine learning to design sophisticated trading algorithms for financial markets. Welcome to the show, Alex.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you.
All right, that's
not by saying my name, but Aesculapius, it's a hard, I know. I am so honored today to be sitting down and talking to you. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you for that. So Aesculapius is the Roman god of health. That's the
Roman god of health. It's the Roman, it's back one of the old gods that was, they were worshiping to help healing and process, you know, there were a lot of diseases that were eradicating a lot of people, and Aesculapius were praying for him to come and save them for this domination of that disease in the old Roman. So okay. I was impressed by that god and used his name for my company, hoping that I can help people also that's the same as that god.
Okay, excellent. I see the caduceus on your logo back there. Is he related to the Greek guy who's affiliated with the caduceus? I can't remember the snake and the whatever, how they intertwine. Do you know the background of that? Is he affiliated with that, to your knowledge?
I don't want to give myself into that. I'm not very familiar.
Okay, yeah, no problem. Okay, so why don't we start with you giving us a snapshot of your businesses right now?
My Aesculapius was started in 2022. I was building it to create a database for small clinics, small health facilities to put patient information, their background, demographics, and history, and then make it easy for the doctor to read this information after being filtered by the clerk that works in the facility, and then improving the relationship between doctors and different facilities like lab work and like the pharmacies and future plans and data resources, and combine it all together to become front of the doctor. So if the doctor wants to provide a treatment plan, the doctor will give the symptoms of the patient and diagnosis, and will give him the choices. The doctor will highlight the thing that he is thinking about them, and then it will pop up more detailed information. So the doctor will go beyond that and make the job easier for him by selecting the orders that he needs to do for lab works or for future procedures. And after all this is done, he will get the notification, the system, and will tell him what the future plan is, what medication is, and if you want to send something to the future diagnostic or future medication treatment or procedure, all it has to do is to confirm these with a little push in his finger and with the help of an AI system.
Okay. I can sort of envision that based off of the information, it may give several different options, like common treatment plans that he can say this one, that one, and maybe tweak it and customize it to the patient as accordingly. And
exactly. It's like a lot of available treatment EHR system that are available in the market right now. But as I am a pharmacist, I've been doing pharmacy for about 10, 15 years almost right now. I have some envision that I implemented there, and I asked a lot of doctors that I met with and what their major problems are and what they hate or what they like in their system. And I tried to like compress them all together in one sophisticated system. Right now, I'm trying to work on it, but not in the US. I have some clients outside the US. If it shows some successful and shows some good results, I'll start bringing this and make it more official so the US people use it. Yeah, it's a lot of restrictions and laws I have to follow up before I can implement that.
Okay. So it sounds like you're sort of in beta testing mode with a few different.
Right now, it's beta testing mode. Yes.
Okay. Excellent. And it sounds like this sort of came about organically, right? You found a need where different systems were not optimized, and you're trying to go in and bridge the pharmaceutical side with the clinical side.
Exactly. I remember when I went to my dentist, he was telling me something about the system is expensive and he can't afford for his small clinic and his recent job in his life. So I was thinking about finding a way to make it cheaper for the kind of small clinics and more affordable, at the same time provide all the necessary tools they need in their job, and maybe implement the AI, which is the driving technology right now, and make it all be affordable for small clinics that are not able to purchase like huge systems for at least for their first or second years of their practice.
Okay. So maybe, I mean, this obviously has an opportunity to grow as you progress, but is it a little bit of a barrier to get into new clinics, or is it just your price point's way easier? You can set it up for them. And
if you are asking about the challenges right now, the challenges in the US is there are a lot of, let's say, rules that I have to follow. I have to make sure the system is not vulnerable, especially there are HIPAA information for a lot of patients.
Right. That was another sort of side question I had is how complicated is that in your software to be able to follow all those guidelines?
Yeah, I mean, the guidelines, they're not a very hard job. There are specialized companies that are available, Lecture Script. We need to subscribe with them, pay the fees, and they will test your RAM if it's vulnerable or not, or is qualified.
Okay. It's a security issue.
Security issue. And the other part is marketing part. That's what I am hiring some people right now to help me with this part, but that will be a little bit later in my plan. Right now I have some clients, let's say consumers that are using it right now, and I'm happy with the results right now. It's just I need to make sure everything is working as implemented right now.
Sure. So, okay. And do you enjoy that? Do you enjoy the troubleshooting?
Okay, let's say this is a hobby. I'm from Middle Eastern background, where if I'm not a doctor or a scientist, I am a failure in my parents' eyes. They don't respect me. So I was forced to get in the medical field, but I chose a pharmacist. I thought it was an easier job, but I was wrong than a doctor. So, but I was lucky to use that knowledge in my life. When I was a teenager, I was building softwares and websites and doing things that are crazy. I can't talk about it right now because maybe now I'm going to get in trouble if I talk about them. But that was the reason why I used my pharmacy, especially here, pharmacy knowledge in Phoenix after I arrived into the US in 2011. Phoenix was a city that gave me a lot of opportunity. To be honest, I was planning to come to Phoenix. I was planning to go to Boston, but I came as a refugee to US. And when I came in as a refugee, they did not give me a lot of details. They just gave me the boarding ticket on the day that I need to fly. And I was looking at it, it says Phoenix.
Oh, wow.
I see, look at Phoenix, how far it is from Boston? I don't know where it is exactly on the map. And then when I look at it on my phone, Phoenix is about 1,000 miles away from Boston. I mean, what is going on here? But that was, as long as it was surprising information, I was later really happy to be in Phoenix. Phoenix provided me a job right away when I arrived here in US, and the housing here in US, the job was wonderful at that time, and it's still wonderful. And also, the people here are very friendly. They will teach you, they will help you, they will provide you all of the assistance. I got all my apartment furnished. And then after that, I got a job. I became a pharmacist in 2 years. And the job of pharmacy, with a little capital I was making from the pharmacy, I was able to build 2 companies. The first one was a Future Trader Pro, which I love to play with numbers and data. And I was building this company to help other investors here in Phoenix and Arizona and countries in the world also. I subscribe to Upwork. I don't know if the people here watching you know what Upwork.com is. It's a freelance company. And I was a part of that freelance company, and a lot of people in Arizona, they were my clients, and I was building their apps. They were building their investment plan, bots, strategies. I also built talking about Bitcoin right now, I built a miner with Ethereum with 27 GPUs back in 2020. People here in Arizona, you can feel that they are happy in investing and they're enjoying it. And that's what Phoenix provided me. It provided me a lot of capitals to build myself, to enjoy my hobby and progress to get my master's. And then I'm building now another company that is hopefully is going to be another success for health system and improving the EHR system in the US. I mean, it's already working in different countries, but I hope it will bring it here one day to US.
All right. Okay. Excellent. Is there, so what's the secret sauce, would you say right now for your health company that you think it fills in a special niche?
Secret sauce for me is I know a lot about health system, and I am coming from someone who can get benefits from using this system in a better way. And I know a lot of doctors and dentists and know their problems. And as I said earlier, I'm trying to take all the problems they have and turn it into a solution in my app, with my app.
And a more affordable solution as well.
I hope so, yes.
Excellent.
I'm sure I will make it more affordable, yes.
Okay. Excellent. So, yeah, I like to talk investing. Sometimes it sounds like you're doing some pretty interesting stuff. You've learned some stuff probably by making these mining apps and other stuff. I don't know a lot about that, but all the different algorithms you've had for trading and so forth. What's the most exciting part of that to you now? And what was it, and how has it changed over time?
Building bots is always like solving a problem. You're starting from the beginning of the idea, trying to understand a client, and then turn your strategy, their idea into written form, and then turn this written form into a code in a different language as what you need. So let's say I had one client that wanted to trade the futures, and his idea was not very clear from me. I have to be very patient and keep in with him and put in the writings. And later, this guy, he was an old person. I don't have any problem with being old, but he was really in his older age, and he with a lot of wisdom and knowledge. He started writing the paper with me by describing me his strategy. He published it. He's from Germany, from Frankfurt. And he published it there. While we are talking about it, I was a reason for him to write it down in a paper.
Okay.
And then I would use it in a repository on a GitHub and with all his results. And I learned a lot from his way on handling that trading of futures and producing a lot of profit from it. Another client was here in Phoenix, and it was a company, and I was also helping them trading with them and building their software by collecting data from the market in milliseconds. And his other part of the company was in London. It was a collaboration between Scottsdale and London cities to build this program. And I'm still with them, helping them sometimes.
Okay, excellent. Was that the Ethereum mining, or was that a different project?
That's a different project. On Ethereum mining, I was in 2020. Ethereum mining was affordable because it was done by proof of work. Right now, it's a proof of stack. I don't know more details in that. Proof of work is just you put the GPUs together and handle them together and collect them with electricity. And beautiful thing in Arizona, you have a lot of houses had solar power. My house had solar power, and I was using solar power to feed to these GPUs and mining Ethereum, and in 2019 and 20, and I was getting when I was mining there, I was getting paid in Bitcoin. I was able to collect in Bitcoin at that time. I'm glad I have them. Yeah, and
Okay.
so this is one of the things that's beautiful in Arizona, that you can have a lot of solar power because you have a lot of sun days during the year to use that sun and benefit from it in some projects that you have here.
Yeah, and the computer energy demands are pretty high, and they get hot too. That's something a lot of people don't appreciate. It's kind of these data centers and stuff, having enough water and the coolant for some of these in the
Let
desert.
me tell you something funny. I
Sure.
was calling API because I had a problem. API is the electricity supplier in my area at that time, and I was asking a problem I had in my house, and my bill at that time was $4,000, $5,000, and he was asking me, "What is going on in your house?" Said, "Don't worry about what is going on. I want you to fix this problem I had." Said, "No, I had to send you somewhere to your house. There's an enormous, crazy amount of electricity going to your house. Said, don't worry about that, sir. I know what's going on. I'm not doing something illegal. I don't have anything."
But that's the concern, right? Is that you're like growing something with hydroponics and all these lights
I
or
had a visit from the police one time after that.
something.
Yeah, I had a cooling system and it's super hot. And then he said, "I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just running my GPUs." He said, "Okay." Yeah. That was back in 2020. Yeah. And then it stopped. Yeah. You can't make money from that anymore.
Not the same way, right?
Not the same way, unless you are investing a lot of money in Bitcoin and you can build the miners for them, but they cost you about 100,000 to 150,000 per unit, and then pay the money until maybe 4 or 5 years from now.
Okay. Yeah,
That's not profitable anymore.
okay.
But I'm using these GPUs for my AI. So I use them for one project, which cloning the voice. I can clone your voice. I did it for one of my school research program. So one of the paper that I made, that was I can clone your voice and produce whatever I want you to say by in 3 to 5 seconds of your voice in 4 or 5 recorded messages. So after this interview, I will go back and take your voice and I will call you back saying whatever I want you to say to you with your voice.
Oh boy, that's crazy world. I've heard of that. I've heard of younger or older family members getting scam phone calls from people saying, "Hey, it's Dad. I'm stranded and I can't use my card. I need to pay the tow truck driver. Give me your credit card info quick, or text it to me quick," or things like that.
Exactly. If you go to Hugging Face, there are people who did that before me from India. I think they were very smart people. There's a website called huggingface.co. There are pre-trained models that will do that for you. All you have to do is provide them with the original voice,
Right.
provide them with a way to, you have tokenized the words and provide it to the model, and it will provide you a speech with emotions. Like,
Wow.
not like if you're happy, it will show the happiness. If it's sad, it will show you the sadness. They train it with the GPUs that I used, but about 150 of them, and produce this kind of models, which is very.
Wow.
I mean, I don't know what's going to happen the next year or say next 2 years.
Sure, a lot. I think a lot of that landscape is changing fast. So it's both exciting and scary that nobody wants to be left behind. So they're all just racing forward as fast as possible without a lot of the oversight that it might require.
Exactly. you're always going to feel left behind. Yeah.
Right. So back to investing real quick. So besides sort of crypto and blockchain technology based stuff, what other sort of investments are you excited about?
I like to talk about this a little bit. And since 2016 until now, I've been studying the stock market and futures and trying to predict what's going to happen tomorrow or the next hour or the next 5 minutes or the next minute. If you search my GitHub, you can see a project I did for other clients. I've collected data in milliseconds from 2000. One of the clients bought it for me just as a thank you gift from 2000 until now. So I built a huge model using long-term, short-term memory model for TensorFlow, PyTorch. And that will collect all this data and track it to 5 or 10 minutes, and then predict what's going to happen in the next 5-10 minutes. And then I will collect the data from the market live and apply it to that and predict what's going to happen. I use it to know what's going to be happening for the futures market, especially the oil market. And crude oil is a very popular ticker to trade in the market. I was able to reach a success of about 70%. I can predict what's going to happen in the next 5 minutes with statistical studies that can show that p-value was less than it's 95. I mean, it projected a null hypothesis in my paper. I can show that.
Okay.
That was all for one client. I built it from Canada, and he created his platform. I can't say the platform name on here. Maybe he doesn't like to say it, so I'm gonna keep it. But he is still a subscription to clients about it.
Right. Okay. I've heard of similar things like that. You reminded me a little bit of this used to be science fiction. Now it's turning into nonfiction, but with your sort of work. But did you ever read Isaac Asimov? Have you read the Foundation series?
Yeah, I know what he's talking about. I don't have much details about it, but I know what you're talking about.
Okay, yeah. For our listeners and viewers, the premises in the way future, they get so good at math. This one guy, Harry Seldon, they actually made an Apple streaming made a live action series of this novel. I've always loved it, but using math, you have enough variables, they could predict the future. And basically they're like, you know what? It's inevitable now. The Galactic Empire is going to collapse, right? And he got in trouble for trying to screw things up, but he was like, it's just math. it's just fact. So the story is all about how all that unfolds, but it's very clever when you have a crystal ball.
It's not always working. Like if I change the market from crude oil to the U.S. market of futures like SPY or the ES, it doesn't work. The rates will drop down to 45%, which
right.
There's
so many variables.
If you flip a coin, you can better result than using my app. Yeah,
sure.
But for crude oil, it works. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's more. I mean, there's still a lot of people playing with it, but I don't know.
Right. Okay, excellent. So as we start to wrap up the interview, do you have any exciting plans or initiatives coming in the next 6 months, 12 months?
Right now, I'm more busy with my project, Aesculapius, and I have another company that I'm working with to merge it together. I hope that will go well. Until then, I will update maybe you, or people interested in helping me and provide this project to the people here in the US with the final outcome.
Okay. What sort of, or what's your timeline for running some trials with your health software here in the States?
I am planning to start talking with regulation company for my application, and
have to get approval first.
Yeah, I have to talk to them first, provide them with the ideas that I have, the project plan, and the the work of my project, what is exactly resolving and how it works. And then I had to perform some tests on it. They will have to perform the test. And if it passes, then I will start working on hiring marketing agency and start talking to clinics, small hospitals, and doctor and dentists about it, and see if they are interested in resolving their problems with much cheaper price.
Okay. Very cool. Excellent. Excellent. Well, that's exciting stuff. Thank you, Alex.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Well,
today.
All right. I have a reflection question for you. I like to ask people, what do you wish you knew sooner about building wealth and success in your career?
What was the question again? Sorry.
What do you wish you knew sooner, right? About success in your industry?
Knowledge is great. Going to school, get a degree, that's a great thing to do. However, these are going to provide you with like fancy life. Maybe you can go on vacation, but you still have to work every day and go to work and do things. The thing that you need to know is how to invest and how to build your own business, and you're going to enjoy that more and do the things do whatever you love. Job sometimes is going to be tough on you and it's going to give you a hard time, but do whatever you love, be the boss of yourself, and invest. Get the excitement. You only live it once. It's worth to try it.
Right. That's right. That's a good. Thank you. That's a good answer. Some good points there. The stop. Trading your time for money. Right. You get a little more freedom. Right. You can work on the things you want to, as well as gosh, what was I going to say? I'm spacing it now. It was something about the.
You mean you charge other people for their time, better than charging other people charging for your time. It's just like you're paying someone else rent mortgage when you rent their houses, rather than paying your own rent.
Yep. Yeah, that's something I like to say about real estate is everyone's in real estate. Either you're paying rent or you're collecting rent, basically.
You have to stay somewhere.
Yeah.
You have to pay for your whatever you say.
Yeah, that's why I like real estate. That it's a necessity sort of asset.
Phoenix is the right place for it. Yes.
All right. Well, thank you, Alex. If people would like to learn more or connect with you, what should they do?
They can email me at alex.oraibi, ORAIBI @outlook.com, or if you can provide my LinkedIn connection or LinkedIn profile, direct link, that'll be great. They can contact me anytime. I will be happy to work with them. Excellent.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for listening and for watching. Thank you very much, Alex Oraibi, for joining me today. We appreciate you sharing your story and your insights into success and software programming and impact. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Have a nice day.
Inspired by our guests? Visit phoenixprosperitypodcast.com/guest and join us on the show and share your success story with Tim. The spotlight awaits.